Here are 5 tips that will boost your win rate in just 5 minutes. At the end of the video, there's going to be a bonus tip to help you out as well. Number 1 on the list, it's going to be cutbacks. Yes, cutbacks. Now I know what you're thinking, cutbacks are sweaty. Yes, but this is team of the season and you want the most effective way to score, and that is cutbacks. This method of scoring is almost impossible to defend against, and the more you get into these situations, the more chances you'll have to score. The simplest way to do this is to use quick 1-2 passing on the outside, allowing for runners in behind. Then just pass across goal to an open player for a simple tap in. This is something you're going to see a lot during team of the season, so you better be using it too. Number 2 on this list is not diving into tackle. All you have to do is not press tackle. We see people make this mistake over and over again and wonder why they concede so much. Instead of rushing in to try and win the ball, you drop off and cover any danger in behind your defense first. And if the coast is clear, only then can you be more aggressive. So you keep an eye on the runner in behind. We make sure to track him first, keep close to him, and then boom, make the tackle only when we're certain to win the ball. Second clip, again, patiently covering the passing lane with SEN, making sure the runners in behind are tracked first before stepping in, intercepting the ball, and this actually led to a goal for us. Make sure you avoid jumping into tackles and your defending ability is going to go through the roof. Number 3 on the list is formations. You need to be using a formation that you love and trust. Every game counts, especially when you only get 20 of them. So you need to have no doubts about your style or formation. Whether it's 3, 4 or 5 at the back, make sure you use your number 1 formation during team of the season. As you know, I love using the 5-2-1-2 the most due to the attacking wing backs that we like to use. It's also important to have a full game plan set for every situation that may come up. We suggest your 2 favorite formations here: a super defensive game plan only to be used to hang on to results, and a super attacking setup, especially for when you desperately need a goal. Number 4 on this list is to make sure you spread your games out. When you're trying to hit your maximum amount of wins during team of the season, you need to give yourself time to play those games. Nothing is worse than putting unnecessary pressure on yourself to squeeze out all of those games in a short time. As I'm sure some of you know, this just causes you to rage, play worse, or get burnt out. We suggest never playing more than 4 games in a stint before taking a much needed break. Even if you do win all 4 games, it's best to give yourself a break and mentally check out before jumping into the next session. Finally, we get to number 5, and jumping back to the gameplay, it is to avoid sprinting in midfield. This gets a lot of people in trouble, but not in the way you may think. People always rush their attacks by trying to pass forwards too quickly, but they also sprint too much in midfield. Sure, when the midfield is wide open, you can sprint, but when defenders are around, you're just asking for trouble. When the midfield is packed, don't sprint. Instead, look around for easy passes to move them out of the way, and the best way to do that is to use the L2 or the LT button if you're on Xbox. This gives you so much better close control when you're on the ball and gives you a much higher chance of actually making a successful pass or dribble. Now onto that bonus tip, and that is when you are playing games, especially those high stress games, we suggest listening to some music or having a TV show on in the background. Now this may sound silly, but it has proven to dramatically improve our focus during games, but it also keeps us more relaxed and calm during our games. This is key because when you're stressed out, you never play well, and in those high strung moments, you'll lose your cool and then lose the game. Keeping cool and composed in those key moments is going to lead you on to those wins. So there you go, 5 things plus a bonus tip that will guarantee you to win more games during team of the season.